we wanted to figure out how we would and why you would incorporate digital tools into your teaching. Because inevitably, I mean, the root of this talk is really, we talk about the digital humanities, and many of us get it, we know what that is, we understand it. For those who don't, and say, well, look, I've been teaching humanities for 40 years, the digital humanities seems like a cop-out. It's an inevitability, I think that we would agree on this, that the digital humanities is only what we call what will become the humanities. There are two distinct generations of scholars, I think, that have been, and educators that have been developed in this country and elsewhere, and it's a transitional moment. And I think with the generational gap comes a kind of pedagogical gap as well, right? So we grew up learning certain things and ways to do things, and our students are actually grown up learning different ways to do things. Students in my honors course would transcribe letters from the Digital Manuscript Archive here, the DIY History Initiative. They transcribe these handwritten letters, right, as part of the DIY History Project. And then I had my students apply rhetorical analysis to what they transcribed, right? So if someone's writing a letter home, what's going on? What's the writer doing? Nothing overbearing, 400 words of rhetorical analysis, and then 400 words of historical contextualization. And the whole time they're doing this, they're doing historical research with primary source material. We create a blog post that has the podcast, has the screencast, the analysis, okay, still shots from the letter, maybe if they want to talk about it, and so that's cool.
So, with the use of technology, it is possible, I think, to approach undergraduate education much more like graduate education, where you're setting scholars loose in the world to find new knowledge. And when undergraduates are doing that kind of thing, they're truly participants in their own education. They're not receiving information anymore, they're constructing knowledge.